Okay, fine. So first of all, let's start from absolute beginner to advanced level in this workshop actually. See, in this workshop, I'm going to start with very basic thing like what is the meaning of monitoring and why it is monitoring. And I'm going to take you to advanced level how to create a dashboard for real-time production level Kubernetes environment. Okay. So first thing first, what is monitoring? It is nothing but it's a simple process of continuous observing, see here, continuously observing, measuring, as well as analyzing the system application performance. So that is the meaning of monitoring. That means, for example, imagine you are having a server. In that server, if you deploy an application, okay. So what will monitoring do? It is going to continuously check the server 24 by 7. Like, is the application running smooth or not? Is system working fine or not? And is application having any kind of issues? Like that, we are going to observe 24 by 7 with the help of monitoring. So the advantage of using monitoring is, as you can see here, monitoring ensure that it can operate efficiently, securely, and smoothly without any disruption. Okay. That means in your server, if you are having an application already deployed, what the monitoring team will do, it is going to maintain 24 by 7 observability of how your server is working. Okay. How the application is working and how the metrics are working. So everything we are going to check in a very clear format. And with the help of this monitoring, we can make sure our application is running all the time. And apart from that, monitoring help to identify the performance issue. Imagine if hundreds of requests are coming to your server, automatically sometimes due to heavy load, server is going to have a bit lag actually. That is called as a latency. Okay. If you are having any kind of latency issues, your server is always going to show them in the dashboard actually. So this kind of network is coming to your application. So you are having a bit latency of 1 or 2 seconds. Have a look on it. Apart from that, cyber threats. Like how many of you know about DDoS attacks here? DDoS. DDoS. Okay. By chance, if you don't know, DDoS stand for Distributed Denial of Service. What that attack will do, it is going to send some thousands of requests to the servers in a span of minutes and going to make the server crash actually. Okay. Those kind of attacks are also going to identify by the monitoring. And finally, unauthorized access. For example, in your organization, apart from your team, if any outside member try to access your server, so ultimately that is also going to tracked and stored by the monitoring actually. So on a high level overview, these are the three major points you need to understand about monitoring. I repeat again, monitoring is a continuous observing process, measuring and analyzing the system performance. Point number one, it is going to help us to ensure they operate efficiently, securely without any disruption. And last one is going to be with the help of monitoring, we can identify the performance issue. That means server lag issues. We can call it as latency. Okay. Cyber threats and finally unauthorized access. So these are the first 3 points. So is the first slide clear for all of you guys? Can you please confirm in chat box, everybody? Everyone. Okay. Great. So guys, for every 5 minutes, I'm going to take response from you. So please try to give me the response. Why? Because I want the interactive session. Okay. It's not like one way. Yep. Fine. Okay. Great. So now my question is, Acha sir, you said about monitoring. Now, what is the main importance of monitoring? Early issue detection. That means, for example, if your server is going to crash due to heavy lag or heavy load, so it is going to inform us before. Like it is going to trigger an email. Imagine your server is having lot of load. When the load of your server increase to 70%, automatically I can trigger an email. That email is going to give information to the team that server is going to have heavy load. Go and have a check. That is the meaning of early issue detection. Second one, business continuity. What is business continuity? I'll tell you. See, I think you heard about Swiggy Zomato, right? Imagine if the Swiggy application is not going to work for 1 minute, we are going to have loss of million rupees. Why? Because per 1 minute, almost all Swiggy is getting some hundreds to thousands of orders in the real day activities. Okay. So imagine if the Swiggy application is not working for 10 minutes, it is going to have a huge downfall actually in terms of business. Okay. So we need to make sure Swiggy application is going to run 24 by 7. That is the second one. Okay. And third one is going to be user experience. Whenever your server is working smoothly without any load, without any lag, users are going to love the application absolutely. Why? Because there is no lag. Imagine if you are using an application and it is having continuous lag. So definitely we are not going to like it, right? So these are the main importance essence of monitoring. I'll tell you about one more time. So listen here. With the help of monitoring, we can find the issues early and we can have the business continue to 24 by 7 and we are having smooth user experience. These are the main importance of monitoring in the real-time point of view. Acha, okay, sir. Now my next question is, in the real-time point of view, tell me how many type of monitorings we do have. So there are majorly three different type of monitoring. First one is gonna be infrastructure monitoring. I think a lot of people doesn't know about this one. I'll explain. Second one is gonna be security monitoring, and third one is gonna be business and monitoring marketing. Okay, I repeat again. There are majorly three types of monitoring. First one is going to be IT monitoring. I mean, we can call it as infrastructure. Second one, security monitoring. Third one is going to be business and marketing monitoring. So if we talk about out of these three, as a DevOps engineer, which one we are going to monitor means definitely we are going to choose IT monitoring. That means in your DevOps activity, from the real-time point of view, we will monitor servers, we will monitor network, that means traffic in and out, we will monitor databases, we will monitor the cloud resource, and finally APM. Lot of people doesn't know about APM. APM stand for application performance monitoring. I repeat again, APM stand for what? Application performance monitoring. I repeat again, okay? So as a DevOps engineer, we are not going to monitor security things. We are not going to monitor the business and marketing things. We are going to monitor the IT things actually. So here in the infrastructure monitoring, we need to monitor servers, network, databases, cloud resource, and finally application performance monitoring. So is the concept of what is monitoring and how many types of monitoring and as a DevOps team, what we are going to monitor. Clear for all of you guys? Can you confirm me? Is it clear for all of you? Everybody. Okay. See, if you are attending my workshop, I'll gonna make sure even you are a beginner or even you are expert, I'll teach everything from pin to pin, point to point. Okay. Okay. Acha sir, okay, then it is fine. Now my question is, as a DevOps engineer, we are going to monitor the below things now. But in the real-time point of view, how the monitoring is going to work? Let me tell you. See, I'm gonna take a small scenario here. This is gonna be, okay, a very good example to understand how the monitoring is gonna be helpful in the real-time point of view. Okay. So as a user, whenever you send a request, first of all, the request will go to web server. Let me show you. If I want to open Swiggy, type swiggy.com here. So Swiggy is opening the application, but in the back end, if you type any URL from your laptop, it is automatically going to attack the server only. Or if I type Zomato, okay, or if I type Netflix, or if I type Book My Show, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, from your laptop, the request will be going to server only. So imagine today is weekend, right? So outside the weather is very cold. Now you want to eat biryani. Okay, so whenever you want to eat biryani, what is the first thing you do? Of course, we don't know how to cook here. I know. Okay, so now the only option we are having is Swiggy. Let's imagine you want to order the biryani from Swiggy actually. So after opening the Swiggy application, okay, you found the biryani. But my question is, I want to know how many of you like biryani here? If you like biryani, type B in the chat box. Wanna see how many of you like it? Okay, so I'm seeing 95% of people are liking biryani. That's great. Okay. The reason I'm asking is I just want to know like what kind of things you like. Okay, fine. Okay, sir. So you open the Swiggy application and you are typing mutton biryani. So you are having two different options. Okay. One is gonna be Nasir Grand actually. So they are giving the mutton biryani for 500 rupees. Okay. But same mutton biryani is serving by Shagosh only for 100 rupees. Now tell me one thing, it's a weekend. Imagine the situation, okay? It's a weekend. So we are having a match between India and Pakistan, for example, and the outer weather is very cold. So definitely we are going to crave for biryani or not, sir. And that too, you are getting the biryani only for 100 rupees. Now, what is the first thing we are going to do? Tell me. What is the first thing we're going to do here? Are we going to order the biryani or not, sir? Yes or no? Yes, definitely we are going to order the biryani. Why? Because see, it's a paisa vassal deal, right? See, for 500 rupees, okay, biryani you are getting only for 100 rupees. So definitely this is going to helpful, okay, for you to get the good offer. Now, what is the first thing you do, So whenever you see the biryani, first of all, you don't order. Why? Because see, we are very kind-hearted people, right? So we are going to call to our friends and going to tell that, day macha, mutton biryani is just coming for only 100 rupees in Swiggy. So we are going to call to our friends. Now, what our friends are going to do? So these people are going to grab the order. Okay, why? Because see, we circulate the news to everybody, right? So we circulate the news to our friends, even our WhatsApp channels, and everywhere. Why? Because we are very kind people. So ultimately, what is going to happen, when multiple people know about this offer, they are sending the request to server. Initially, imagine Swiggy is getting a 1000 requests per minute, for example. But on the special offer, now it is getting a 1 lakh request per minute. So automatically, when the server is getting a heavy request, so what is going to happen to the server means it is ultimately going to crash. Why? Because servers are not designed to handle heavy traffic by default. Okay. See, imagine if you design your server to handle 1000 requests per minute, but unfortunately, on some special occasions, if you are getting 1 lakh requests per minute, so ultimately it is going to crash. Now, my question is here, whenever the server got crashed, application is going to be down. So, if application is going to be down, are users able to use the application here now? Tell me, can user able to use application here? No. Why? Because here our application is inside the server. So whenever the server got crashed here, application is no longer going to work for you. Now, for this purpose, in this situation, we need to use monitoring tools actually. If you are going to use monitoring tools, your server is never going to crash. Why? Because as you know, in the starting slide, I have given a point. What is the point? With the help of monitoring, we can detect the issues early. That means whenever the load of a server is increasing, so before it crash, it is going to throw an email for us. Okay. For this purpose, we need to have the monitoring tool. So is the concept of why to use monitoring tools and what it can help us to do. Clear for all of you guys? Can you kindly confirm in chat box, please? Everyone. Yeah, that's a very great response. So guys, remaining people also try to give me response, okay? Why? Because your response is gonna make me to help understand whether you are able to understand the concepts or not, okay? Yeah. So as of now, it's very good. That is really great to hear. Okay, sir, fine. Now the next question is, sir, if I talk about monitoring, there are some hundreds of monitoring tools in the real time. Not one, not two. There are almost all 100 plus tools for monitoring. But among them, which tool we are going to select? See, you are going to have some tools like Sensu, Liberato, PagerDuty, Datical, TaskTop, Prometheus, Kibana, Splunk, Nagios, Dynatrace, and apart from that, we are having some observability tools like OpenTelemetry, okay, and so on. Like we are having Datadog and some other tools as well. But among them, if I want to choose which tool, so absolutely I'm going to choose about Prometheus Grafana. Why? Because you don't know outside the market, if you take 100 companies, out of 100 companies, 90 plus companies are going to use Prometheus Grafana. Why? Because if you ask me, the reason is I got a number one. Okay, it doesn't matter how many tools we are having in the market. So at the end of the day, Prometheus Grafana is the number one tool in the market, sir. I'll tell you why. Okay. So, but before that, I would like to know how many of you know about Prometheus Grafana here? Can you please confirm in chat box? If you know, please type P in chat box. P, Prometheus. Okay, so I'm seeing like some people already know about Prometheus here. That's really great to hear. Okay, but even though if you don't know, I'm gonna teach from absolute basics to advanced level. Okay, so I'll tell you what is Prometheus and how to install, and I'll tell you what is Grafana, how to install, and so on. Okay, fine. Okay, sir. Now here let's go and understand what is Prometheus. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, as I said for you, almost all 90% of companies are using Prometheus and Grafana in the real time. I'll tell what is Prometheus. See, in a simple language, I'll tell you. First of all, the name of the tool is Prometheus. It's a free and open source tool. As you know, free and open source means we can install this tool without paying any amount for free of cost, and you can install on any operating system. You can go for Windows, you can go for Linux, and even you can go for Mac OS as well. So majorly, we use this Prometheus tool for cloud native application. What is the meaning of cloud native application? Means, let's say, if you design and if you develop an application in the cloud, okay, I designed the application, I coded the application, I tested the application, I deployed the application entirely in the cloud. Then that is what we can call as a cloud native applications. Okay. So Prometheus major purpose is to monitor the cloud native applications. In the real time, we used to monitor the servers. In the servers, what Prometheus will monitor means metrics. See, lot of people doesn't know what is the meaning of metric. For a server, CPU utilization, memory utilization, RAM utilization, network utilization, all these are going to be together can be called as metric. Metrics are nothing but components of the or data about the server simply. Okay, I repeat again. Name of the tool is Prometheus. It's a free and open source tool. We use to monitor the cloud native applications. In the real time, we use this to monitor the servers. I mean, not only server, we can use for a lot of purposes. So it is going to monitor metrics like CPU, RAM, and disk. For example, imagine you are having a server. For this server, how much of CPU, how much of RAM, how much of memory got consumed, we are going to monitor this one. And whatever the monitoring things. I mean, what are the metrics we are monitoring from Prometheus? Every metric is going to store on database actually. Prometheus will have a separate database. That is what we can call as time series database. Simply on a shortcut TSDB. So, whatever the data I'm collecting from Prometheus, it is going to send to time series database TSDB. Okay. So time series database means at morning, for example, I am storing CP information. At morning 9 a.m., what is the CP information? At morning 10 a.m., what is CP information? Morning 11 a.m., like 12 a.m. So at what exactly you are monitoring, that complete data is going to store on time series database with timestamp. That means morning 9 a.m., what is the CPU percentage? Morning 10 a.m., what is CPU percentage, like that. Okay. And whenever, if your CPU utilization is going more than 70%, for example, we can send email to our email, mobile, and even Slack as well. So these are the communication channels. I repeat again. Okay. Whenever CPU is going more than 70 or 80, we can send a email or we can get a notification to mobile or even to Slack channel. Remember, Slack is a communication channel. How exactly we use WhatsApp to communicate with each other? In the real-time point of view, we can use Slack as well. And the port number of Prometheus is 9090. And to show data in Prometheus, we need to use PromQL. PromQL stands for Prometheus Query Language. As I said for you initially, okay. So we are going to store data in database. For example, I want to check at morning 10 a.m. what is CPU utilization. So I need to run a query. Without running the query, I cannot get data. So in database, whenever you are storing data, to get the data, definitely we are going to run the queries actually. So this is the complete information about Prometheus. Okay. So you should not need to remember all of them. I'll tell you about major 4 points. Try to remember the 4 points. Point number 1. Prometheus is a free and open source tool used to monitor the cloud native application. So in the real time point of view, it is going to monitor metrics. And what are the metrics it is monitoring? That complete metrics are going to store on time series database. It is a point number 2. And point number 3 is going to be port number 9090, that you can call it as 9090. And whatever the data I'm having on database, to get the data, I need to use a language that is called as PromQL, Prometheus Query Language. So that is the intro about Prometheus. So before I go for next one, is Prometheus intro clear for all of you know? Can you please confirm in chat box, everybody? Everyone. So Tanzil, PromQL is a Prometheus query language. To get data from database, we need to run queries, right? So it's a query language, okay? Hope it is clear. And what is the difference between CloudWatch, Prometheus, Grafana? I'll tell you at the end of the class review, okay? Wait for it. Okay, right. Harshit, it's similar to SQL. No. Like it's a separate query language. I'll tell you how to use it, okay? Fine. Can you use it for in-house server? Yes, Sri. You can use it for physical servers as well. Okay, fine. Now my question is, sir, Prometheus is going to collect data and going to store data on the database called time series database. Let me draw a beautiful diagram for you. So guys, this diagram is going to give you a lot of clarity. So try to understand the diagram in an easy way. Okay. So see here now. It is your server. Okay. It is your server. Inside this server, whatever the data I'm getting, I'm going to store on Prometheus. So it's a time series database one. That means we are going to have timestamp here. So let me show you. For example, I'm monitoring CPU. For example, let's take I'm monitoring CPU only. Okay. So it is CPU timestamp actually, and it is the percentage, for example. Okay. At morning 9 a.m. At morning 9 a.m. CPU percentage is 60, for example. Okay. At morning 10 a.m. At morning 10 a.m. CPU percentage 70. Okay. And at morning 11 a.m. Okay. At morning 11 a.m. CPU percentage is, for example, let's say 80. Okay. So now Prometheus is going to store everything on the database, as you can see here. But the thing is, whenever, if I want to get at morning 9 a.m., what is the percentage of CPU? So I return PromQL, Prometheus query language. Okay. It is going to store on time series database. As you can see, it is going to store on time series database. Okay. It's my main server where my application is running. It's my application server, sir. Or you can call it as app server. So from the application server, Prometheus is getting data and it is going to store on time series database. But every time, whenever you want to get data, you need to run PromQL. So this is not a right way. For that purpose, instead of running queries every time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a dashboard. But by default, Prometheus cannot create dashboard. For that purpose, I'm going to create Grafana. So what is Grafana going to do? Grafana is going to take the data from Prometheus and whatever the data I'm having in database, based upon the database, it is going to create a beautiful dashboard. It is going to create beautiful dashboard. So from this dashboard, what is going to happen? So whenever you want to see data, you should not need to run the PromQL. Okay. It is going to clearly show you at morning 9 a.m. what is CPU. At morning 10 a.m. what is CPU percentage. So it is directly going to eliminate the process of running queries. Okay. That means in real time, Prometheus will get the data and going to store in database. But every time, whenever we want to run queries, it is difficult for us. For that purpose, I'm using Grafana. What Grafana will do? It is going to create a dashboard and going to show data in the live format. So here we should not need to run the queries here. That is the point. Okay. Now let's talk about what is Grafana. Listen here. So Grafana is again an open source and free tool. So the main purpose of the tool is to create the monitoring dashboard for server. I'll show you how dashboard is going to look like. For example, in the Google, I'm typing a Grafana dashboard. Grafana dashboard. So guys, like these same dashboards we are going to create. Are you able to see the dashboard here now? This type of dashboards we are going to create right now. Okay, don't worry. It's a very simple process. I'm going to make it very simple. Basically, the process is a little difficult, but I'm going to make it very simple for you. Okay. Yeah. So this Grafana is going to create this kind of dashboards and the port number will be 3000. And how exactly we can integrate Prometheus with email, mobile and Slack. This Grafana also we can able to integrate email, mobile and Slack. So whenever in the dashboard, if my CPU utilization is going more than 70, okay, for example, my CPU utilization is going more than 70, automatically it is going to send a notification to my email. It can be email, it can be mobile, or it can be any other device as per your choice. Okay. So then I can came to know, okay, the so-and-so application server CPU utilization is going more than 70. So I need to go and check the CPU utilization now. Like that. And by default, username and password of Grafana will be admin and admin. Okay. One more time. Grafana is a free and open source tool, which is majorly used to create the monitoring dashboard for server. Port number is going to be 3000. So whenever your CPU is going more than the required percentage, it is going to send an email. Okay. And by default, username and password is going to be admin. That's it, sir. So is the introduction about Prometheus and Grafana both clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box, everybody? Everyone. Yeah. Great. And there is one more last thing we need to understand that is called as node exporter. Node exporter is nothing but data source. For example, if you want to get data from worker nodes to the main server, you need to have the node exporter. Okay, but in this case, we don't have node exporter. Why? Because we are going to install metric server. So you can completely skip off this node exporter as of now. Acha, okay, sir, you said about Prometheus, you said about Grafana. Prometheus, again, I'm telling you, if I have a server, these server details are going to be tracked by Prometheus. And again, if Prometheus want to get data, we need to install node exporter. What node exporter will do? Node exporter is going to get the metrics means CPU, RAM, and other information about this server to Prometheus. But in this case, we are going to install metric server, so you can completely skip off. Okay. So node exporter will take CPU, memory, RAM information and going to give to Prometheus. What Prometheus will do, it is going to store on time series database. But we cannot see the data in dashboard. For that purpose, same data will be given to Grafana. Now Grafana is going to create the dashboard and going to show the data to the user very easily. So it's a high level overview about the architecture. Now I hope it is clear for you till now. But the next question is, sir, if I want to do the practical part and in the real time, if I want to go and work with the Prometheus Grafana, so what are the things I need to have? I'll tell you very simply. See, for this concept, I'm going to tell you what are the prerequisites actually. So in order to implement the monitoring for the Kubernetes, first of all, we need to create a cluster. After creating cluster, we need to install Helm chart. We need to cover metric server. And finally, we need to customize our own charts. Remember, in this workshop, you are going to cover majorly three concepts. One is how to create Kubernetes cluster. Second one, how to install Helm charts. Third one, how to use the metric server in the real-time point of view. Okay. So it's a Paisa Vasul workshop for all of you. Why? Because with the help of single workshop, you are going to have three different topics here. Okay. Fine. Acha. Now, first of all, I'll tell you about how to create Kubernetes cluster. Generally, do you know how much of time it takes to create the Kubernetes end-to-end cluster? Any one of you? Tanzil, node exporter is not required. You can skip off. Okay. Online. If you are working with Kubernetes, I'm going to ask you a question. How much of time it required to install Kubernetes cluster? Okay. So Tanzil, 20 minutes. Vidit Gupta, 15 minutes. And Sandilya, 3 hours. Okay. Okay, fine. Vinith Thakur, script 2 minutes. That is for like a mini cube actually. Mini cube, we don't use it. Okay. Eunice, 1 hour. Okay, fine. Okay. 25 minutes from Priya. Okay. Okay, let me tell you. So forget about users. Let's go for ChatGPT. Okay. I'm going to take to ChatGPT and I'm going to ask how much of time. See, as an experienced DevOps engineer, tell me how much of time it required to install Kubernetes end-to-end setup. Okay, as you can see, totally like it is going to take almost all 1.5 hours to 2 hours. See, it is not a normal one. Here I'm installing production ready, monitoring, logging, and ingress as well. Okay. So remember for production, we need to install servers, we need to configure the cluster and we need to add the CNI plugin as well. By default, if you don't know CNI, it is called as container network interface. Whenever you create a cluster, inside the cluster you create pods, right? So the pod networking is going to be completely taken care by CNI only. Okay, it is responsible for providing the IP addresses and service discoveries. Okay, I mean, we are going to conduct one more workshop on CNI plugin, so don't worry as of now. So as you can see, it is going to take totally like 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours, right? But I don't take that much of time. Okay, I'll tell you why. So as you can see, how can I install Kubernetes cluster? Means first of all, it will take a lot of time. After asking ChatGPT, it is telling how much of time. Absolutely, it is telling 2.5 hours. So 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours. But I'm not going to take that much of time. So remember, Kubernetes is taking 1.5 hours. But what if I say it required only 5 minutes of time for me? Tell me one thing. In 5 minutes, can we ready the production level Kubernetes cluster? Is it practically possible? All of you. I'm seeing a lot of response. Everybody is telling no. Within 5 minutes, Kubernetes cluster is not ready. Okay. So I'm seeing like a lot of people are sending no only. It's great. Okay, fine. Okay, so guys, remember this point. We'll speak later. ఇది గుర్తుంచుకోండి తర్వాత మాట్లాడదాం. Okay, so trust me, I'm already having a ready-made script here. So with the help of this ready-made script, I'm going to install Kubernetes within 5 minutes. So let me go into it. Okay. So I'll go and create a Kubernetes cluster here now. Let me log into my AWS account first of all. Okay, fine now. So if you can go and see, I'm creating one server, okay, KOPS. So as of now, like a lot of people don't know about KOPS, but don't worry, I'm going to explain what is KOPS for you, okay? So I'll be taking an instance type of T2 medium. So keep a security group. Already I'm having a security group here now. The EBS volume restrict minimum 20 GB, okay? Fine. Guys, have anybody heard about KOPS here now? Has anybody heard about KOPS here now? Just want to know quickly. Okay, only two people, Ritesh and Vineet. Only two people heard about KOPS. Huh? Okay, if you don't know about KOPS, guys, it's one of the wonderful tool in the real-time point of view that is really going to help you to create that cluster very speedily, okay? Let me connect to browser only, it's better. Click on connect. See, first of all, I'll tell you what is a KOPS actually, so you'll get a good clarity of what is KOPS and how to use it, okay? So see now. First of all, KOPS is nothing but Kubernetes operation. Full form is Kubernetes operation. Okay. It's a free and open source platform tool that is going to create clusters. Okay. The main purpose is to create, destroy, upgrade, and maintain high availability production grade cluster. See, creating a Kubernetes cluster is different and creating production level Kubernetes cluster is different. This KOPS is mainly designed to create the production level Kubernetes cluster only. Okay. So as of now, it is supporting for AWS and GCP and some other clouds like DigitalOcean, Hetzner, OpenStack are beta stage and Azure is still in alpha stage. Okay. So I'm using AWS. So this KOPS is going to create the complete end-to-end infrastructure and that too within 5 minutes of time only. I repeat again. KOPS full form is nothing but Kubernetes operation. It is free, open source, and platform independent. So main purpose is to create, destroy, and upgrade high available production level Kubernetes clusters. As of now, it's officially supporting for AWS and GCP, but for remaining cloud, these are still in developing stage. So it's a small intro about KOPS. Okay. So let me click on connect here. No? I think I have already connected. So remember, KOPS is third party tool. When third party tool want to work with AWS. So we need to give permission. So do you know about AWS IAM here? Can you please confirm me? All of you know about AWS IAM? Okay, then that's really great. So if you don't know, don't worry, quickly I'm going to tell you what is IAM. See, IAM is nothing but Identity and Access Management. It is responsible to give the permissions. Okay. So now KOPS is third party tool. It's not a part of AWS. So when third party tool want to work with AWS, we need to create a role. So go to IAM, go to role section, or even you can create user as well. Okay. I'm creating a role. Click on create role. I am creating the role for the EC2. And I'm giving the administrator access. Why? Because these KOPS want to create multiple resources. So click on KOPS role. KOPS role. So click on create the role. And once you create the role, simply what you can do, go to your server. Okay. Go to action, security, modify IAM role, and whatever the role you have created, that is KOPS role, please go and give it here. Again, I'll tell you one more time. So listen very carefully, guys. Repeat, like I'll repeat a practical part 2 to 3 times. Go to IAM section. In the IAM, click on role section. Okay, in the role, click on create a role. This role I'm going to create for my EC2. Click on next. I'm giving administrator access. First one, okay. So click on next and create a role. So once if you click on create a role, now go to EC2, go to security, modify IAM and select the role. The reason I'm giving role is without that role, my KOPS cannot able to interact with AWS. So it is not able to create the resources. So I'm giving the permission. Once permission has been given, so what I'm going to do is I'm already having a script with me in my local. Let me open the script here. In my GitHub also I'm having it. Give me a second. Go to my GitHub. So guys, it's my GitHub repository. So here there is a repository called all setups. So this one repository is going to helpful for everybody. Why? Because the entire DevOps tools, what you require to work in real time. I have written automated script for everything. You can automate Jenkins, you can automate Prometheus, you can automate Tomcat, you can automate Ansible, you can automate database setups, and even you can automate Docker as well. It's a one-stop solution for all your installation parts. Okay. So I want to go here and install KOPS. So I'll go here, click on KOPS, and I'm going to configure this one here, copy this and simply paste it here now. So BIM KOPS.sh. So copy and paste the script here. So here what I'm doing is I'll go here and I'm going to create this one. So guys, again, so this explanation I'll be teaching in the next few minutes. Give me a second. Okay. First of all, I'll like execute the script here. After I execute this one, I'll explain this step by step for you. So don't worry. Okay. Yeah. So now the script is executing. So now I'm going to explain point to point and pin to pin about this script here. Okay. So it's a very easy script actually. So if you can go here now, it's my all setups. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'll copy and paste this to the paint here. Let me open some other paint. Or let me open Notepad. So the complete scripts and node, I'm going to give it to Notepad. So the complete notes, what exactly you want here, I'm going to give it here. Control S. It is Kubernetes workshop. At the end of the class, remind me, I'm going to give it to you. Okay. So it is a script actually. In this script, first of all, I am downloading a kubectl. Why? Because kubectl is the command that we use to interact with Kubernetes. Second one, we are downloading KOPS. Why we need to download KOPS? Why? Because we are going to create the infrastructure with KOPS. So as you know, whenever if you download any tool, we need to give executable permission and we need to move to user local bin. Okay. So if I don't give executable permission and if I don't move to user local bin, these commands will not work. I repeat again. First line will download kubectl. Second line will download KOPS. These two I'm downloading in binary way. Binary way means we need to download manually. After downloading them as commands, we need to give executable permission and move to user local bin. If I don't give executable permission and if I don't move it to user local bin, ultimately the commands will not work. So is the first part clear for all of you guys? Can you please kindly confirm in chat box, everybody? Everyone. Don't worry, I'm going to explain pin to pin here, okay? All you need to do is just respond to me, okay? And ask the questions. Yeah. So once if we get this image, you need to run the export command one more time. See, whenever you are getting the error called state store required, if you are getting this error, then we need to run the export command, okay? So hit enter now. Cat kops.sh. See, this command you need to copy and paste, guys. Copy this command and paste it here. Why? Because you got a error called state store export. It's not error. We need to just reconfigure the cluster, okay? So now automatically Kubernetes is going to create its cluster. So we should not need to worry about the cluster anymore. So if we go back here now, let's come to this point again. So I'm creating a bucket. Why I'm creating a bucket means I'll draw a diagram for you. See, you are having your Kubernetes cluster. So listen, sir, it's a very, very important topic here. So the reason this command I'm using to create a bucket is I'll tell you. For example, in the real-time point of view, whenever you are creating cluster, okay, what I'm doing is this cluster information totally I'm going to put on S3 bucket. The reason I'm putting on S3 bucket is in future, if I delete the cluster, entire cluster information is on S3 bucket. That means if somebody unfortunately delete the cluster also, I do not need to worry. The cluster configuration is inside the bucket, so I can get the complete data. It is going to have how many nodes you are having, how many pods you are having. Complete data of your cluster is going to be stored on the bucket actually. So first command is going to create the bucket. Second command is going to enable versioning, and third command is going to connect the bucket to the cluster. I mean, you can create bucket from GUI as well, but I'm using CLI here. First command is to create bucket. Why? Because I want to store cluster information in the bucket. Second command is to enable versioning. Versioning is to make the backup actually. If you delete any file, you can get the backup. And third one is connecting the Kubernetes cluster to the bucket. You can see export KOPS store state to the so-and-so bucket. Is the bucket concept clear for all of you know? Guys, can you confirm is the bucket concept clear for all of you know? Everybody? Data is going to store on a YAML format. Okay. Can we get recording? Yeah, definitely we'll get recording and notes as well. Okay. Fine. Again, I'm telling you, first command is going to create the bucket. Why to create the bucket? To store the cluster data. Second command is going to enable versioning. Why to enable versioning? Unfortunately, if I delete any file in the bucket, I can get the same file as backup. And third command is going to connect my Kubernetes cluster to the bucket. So automatically, whatever data you are having on the cluster, you can get to bucket. That's it. Now, finally, lastly, we are going to create the cluster. You can see here, from the KOPS, I'm creating a cluster. You can see from the KOPS, I'm creating a cluster. What is the name of the cluster? Raham.k8s.local. I repeat again. Cluster I'm going to create as Raham. Give me a second. You can see my cluster is creating here already. Okay, you should not need to worry about the cluster. It's already creating. In the meanwhile, I'll explain this one. From the KOPS, I'm creating the cluster. Name of the cluster is so-and-so cluster. And I'm creating it on AP South 1A. That means Mumbai. Control plane image. I'm taking Ubuntu image now. Control plane count. That means I want one master. Remember, in Kubernetes, master can also be called as pilot node or control plane node. Okay. And what is the control plane size? T2 large actually. And coming to image, I'm taking same Ubuntu image. Coming to worker node, I require two worker node. And what is the node size here? T2 medium. That's it, sir. Very simple. Again, from the KOPS, I'm creating a cluster. My cluster name is so-and-so cluster. I want availability zone AP South 1A. It is my control plane image, that is Ubuntu. Control plane count I was 1. And control plane size I want T2 large. That means master node. Coming to image, this is the image of Ubuntu. And worker node, I want two worker nodes. And size is going to be T2 medium. It's a very simple command what you can use to create cluster. Remember, this single command is to helpful for us to create the entire Kubernetes architecture. That's it. Control plane can be more than one. Yes, Harsha. As of now, I'm not creating high availability for master. Why? Because if I create high availability for master, it will take a lot of time for the workshop. Okay. What is T2 minimum? It's an instance type that indicate how many CPUs and RAM you are going to get, Pawan Sharma. So is the comment clear for all of you guys? Can all of you tell me in the chat box here? Is the comment clear? Okay. And remember, you should not need to worry about them. I'm going to take a separate workshop on how to create the KOPS cluster. Okay. For this concept, we want to monitor the things. Okay. That is the main thing here, main motto. So now if you can go and see from here, in next 5 minutes, your cluster is going to ready. Okay. Copy and paste. As you can see, already my cluster got created. If I click on refresh, I mean, one more thing. Basically, I create my cluster in Mumbai. Let me go to Mumbai region. In Mumbai, if I go now, you can see automatically my cluster got created. Are you able to see my cluster here now? Amazon 1, Amazon 2. Don't worry about them. So I'm going to delete them here. These are not our servers. Okay. I'm going to stop them here. So I'll go for only running servers now. As you can see, I have one master. For master T2 large, you can see it here. And I can see two worker nodes. For worker node T2 medium. So our cluster is ready. That's it. So now what we can do directly, we can go and work with the cluster. But before we work with the cluster, see, in the real time, once the cluster got created, we need to join them. Okay. So as you can see in the back end, my cluster is joining. We need to wait for a few more minutes. If we wait for like few more minutes, ultimately cluster is ready. But remember, how much of time it required to create cluster, sir? Within 5 minutes, our Kubernetes end-to-end cluster, worker nodes, manager node, auto scaling group, you can see, load balancer, you can see. And apart from that, if we go to VPC, for our cluster also, we got the separate VPC. Go and check it here now. Are you able to see the VPC or not, sir? Raham.kts.local. So we just now created this one. So tell me one thing. With the help of KOPS, we can automate the cluster creation by using single command or not, sir? Yes. That's what I said for you. So remember, we should not need to do all of them. Okay, here the major point is this single command. This single command is creating all of them. The other commands are just installing the kubectl and KOPS. Okay, and these three commands you can do from GUI as well. You can create a bucket manually and you can give versioning manually. This is not required from CLI, but I'm just showing everything from CLI itself. Okay, now cluster is ready. Now my next question is, sir, for example, okay, see here, for example, now your cluster is ready. Once your cluster is ready, next what we are going to do, I'll tell you. It's very simple. Okay. Next we need to know about Helm actually. So how many of you know about Helm here, sir? How many of you know about Helm here now? Okay. Okay, fine. If you don't know about Helm, I'll tell you, see, Helm is very simple. See, Helm is a package manager. For example, let's say in the real time, if I want to deploy an application in Kubernetes, first of all, I need to have a lot of manifest file. For creating the pods, I need to use deployment.yml that is going to create the pods. And to expose the pods, I need to create service file. And I need to, if I want to pass data, I need to use config map. And if I want to scale the pods, I need to create HPA, horizontal pod autoscaler. And if I want to give permission for the application to user, I need to use RBAC. That means to deploy an application, we need to use this many manifest file. Of course, not only this, we need to create PV, PVC, we need to create secrets, we need to create namespace. There are a lot of other things as well. But in the real time, managing all of this manifest file means Kubernetes files actually. Okay. So in real time, managing all of them will be difficult. For that purpose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Helm chart. So chart is a collection of files. That means instead of managing this many files, if I manage this single file, that is going to be very, very helpful for you. Okay. Now I'll explain the same thing in the gym analogy. For example, let's say if you want to go to gym, okay, see, it's a very simple thing. If you want to go to gym, You need to have a water bottle. You need to have pre-workout. You need to have shoes. You need to have gloves. And you need to have some other like food as well to eat in the middle of the workouts. Okay. So now tell me one thing. If you want to carry all of them, it will be very difficult for you. For that purpose, what you are going to have, you are going to have gym bag. So the moment if you are having gym bag and if you fit all of them into gym bag, automatically, if I carry the gym bag, so automatically everything is going to place inside gym bag or not, sir? Am I correct or not? Yes, this is the way how exactly you need to understand the concept of Helm. So how exactly here my bottle, pre-workout, shoes, gloves and food I'm packing in my gym bag and I'm carrying only one gym bag easily in the real time to deploy an application instead of managing all these different Kubernetes file. Okay, so pack them to a single object called Helm. Okay, Helm is nothing but package manager. So listen here. So in Kubernetes, Helm is a package manager used to install the packages. For example, in Red Hat, we use yum to install application. In Ubuntu, we use apt to install application. In the same way, in Kubernetes, we use Helm to install the application. Okay. The major purpose of using Helm is to install application Kubernetes cluster. Okay. We can install, deploy any application to Kubernetes by using Helm. It can manage Kubernetes resource through the manifest file. As I can say it for you, all the manifest file are going to manage by Helm only here. Okay. Chart is a collection of manifest file organized to a directory structure. That means whatever the charts you are seeing, these are called as a manifest file. Every manifest file is going to organize into a chart form. Okay. And chart is a collection of manifest file that organize into directory structure and a running instance of a chart with specific config is called as release. So this is nothing but Kubernetes Helm actually. So again, I'll explain everything in an easy way. So Kubernetes is a package manager to install packages. Okay. So for Red Hat yum, for Ubuntu apt, how exactly we are using? In the same way for Kubernetes, we need to use Helm. So the main purpose is to install the application cluster. So this chart is going to collect all the Kubernetes manifest file in the directory structure. And the running instance of a chart with specific configuration is called as release. So on a high level overview, in real time, instead of managing all the multiple files, manage one Helm chart. Here, how exactly I'm managing a single bag instead of managing all the components in the same way to install any application in real time. Don't work with files. Combine all the files to Helm chart that Helm chart is going to manage. Is the concept of what is Helm clear for all of you know? Can you please confirm in chat box, everybody? Everyone. Remember, it's a high level workshop, guys. Okay, so it will take some time for you. You need to have a patience to understand the depth of the concept. Okay, I'm not gonna teach basics for you. I'm gonna teach everything pin to pin for you. So you need to have a bit patience until the workshop ends. Okay. Satyanarayana, what you are not able to understand, tell me. Like, do you have Kubernetes knowledge, Satyanarayana? See, to understand this workshop, you need to have a bit Kubernetes knowledge. If you don't have Kubernetes knowledge, it will be difficult for you. Okay. That is the reason I asked you, do you have Kubernetes knowledge? So you joined just now, Satyanarayana? Sir, can you please explain one more time of Helm component? Okay. So as you can see here, see, in real time, to deploy any application to Kubernetes, you need to create a lot of objects. Deployment object, service object, config map, okay, scaling, and permission airbag. So instead of creating all the objects, if you create the files into Helm, Helm is going to manage everything. That is the reason I said about gym example, right? Listen here. So if you want to go to gym, instead of taking bottle, pre-workout, shoes, gloves, and food, instead of carrying everything individually, if you pack them into the bag, if you take the single bag, your work will be very easy. Here also, instead of managing all of them, if you manage Helm chat is going to have all of them together. Okay, that's it. I hope it is clear for you, Sanket. Okay, fine. I think so. My Kubernetes cluster is ready. As you can see, is my cluster ready here now? All of you guys are able to see my cluster is ready here now? Yes, that's it. So before I go for next one, till now, KOPS and Helm, clear for all of you know? Everybody, please ping me on chat box. Everyone, all of you. Are these two concepts clear for everybody? Okay, that's great. So I'm seeing like it's clear for all of you. Great, guys. Okay, fine. Sir, KOPS is like Helm, Ansible plus Terraform. No, it's a different tool. Harsha, don't compare it. Can we get Helm here, sir? Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you. Now I'm going to tell you how to install Helm. Okay. So to zoom in, I'm going to use MobXterm here. See, this MobXterm is just to connect my server only. Without MobXterm, from the browser also you can do practice. Okay. The reason I'm using MobXterm is I can zoom in much here to show the commands in a very good way. Okay. I'm telling you again, guys, MobXterm is just to connect the server only. I mean, whatever the server I'm connecting to the browser, okay, the same server I'm connecting in MobXterm. Why? Because in browser I cannot able to zoom in much, but here I can able to zoom in much. Okay, that is the reason. Apart from that, we don't have any other specification. Okay, so let me copy the example and let me go it here. So now from here, automatically within 5 minutes, our Kubernetes production ready dashboard is in front of you. Okay, sudo hyphen a. See, the only purpose is to zoom in. I think you are able to see it much better now. Okay. So now you know about Helm actually. Now let's go and install Helm. To install Helm, go to Google and type of Helm install. So if you click on this one, you are able to see three commands here. Okay. So these three commands, if you simply copy and paste, automatically Helm will be installed. But all of the three commands is already available in my GitHub repository. If you go to helm.sh, if I copy these commands and simply if I paste these commands, automatically my Helm is going to download. And the same commands I'm going to give to your notes as well. Okay. It's my Helm installation. Very simple, guys. You should not need to like understand. Just copy and paste. In real time also, it's a script actually. We download the script and we execute the script. Automatically, Helm is going to install. Again, I repeat one more time. How to install Helm chart means simple. Go to Google and type Helm install. Okay, in the first link, if you click on this one, you will be getting three different commands. If you copy and paste the commands, okay, automatically one by one, so your Helm is installing. But what I'm telling, don't do like that. In my GitHub repository, already you are having the Helm script, same script. If you copy and if you paste on server, automatically Helm will install. So is the Helm installation clear for all of you now? Can you confirm in chat box, everybody? Everyone. Okay, it's clear. So coming to the next one here, what I'm going to do is I'll be going back here to my browser. And this time I'm going to tell you how to go for Prometheus and Grafana installation through Helm chart. And one more thing, every point like whatever you are seeing is on the notes only. Okay, you can see how to install a Helm here. Okay, and what is Helm chart? Everything you are having now. Now next time I'm going to install metric server. Let me go and install again for a metric server also. The script is going to be on my GitHub. If you go to my GitHub, so go here and check out metric server. M metric. Yeah, you can see. In the metric server, I'm using KOPS, right? This single command is helpful to install metric server. I'll explain what is metric server, okay? So that command is going to install metric server. Now let's understand about metric server. So before I explain metric server in theoretical way, first of all, I'll tell a small story. So metric server feed by Indian auntie. I think you know about Indian aunties, right? Sir, what is the common thing that Indian aunties will do, sir? Tell me everybody, what is the common thing that they will do? Yes, correct. Gossiping, spying. Very good. Very good, sir. Great. So you can see, for example, imagine this metric server is our Indian auntie. So for example, I'm having four different homes. What this Indian auntie will do generally, for example, in house number one, kids are not settled. These people done their BTech, but still not getting job. And in the house number two, their people are not having properties. In the house number three, husband and wife is fighting. And in the house number four, income tax rate has been happened. Like that, all the gossips of what exactly we are having in our nearby surroundings. This Indian auntie is going to collect all the information from all the homes or not, sir? How exactly Indian auntie is collecting the information about all the homes? In the same way, in the Kubernetes, this metric server is going to collect all the information about the servers actually. For example, as you can see, currently, if I go to my Mumbai region, okay, so as you can see, guys, how many number of servers I'm having? I'm having totally okay, one master and two worker nodes. Whatever the data, that means CPU, memory information of these nodes and pods information is going to collect by metric server. Without a metric server, we cannot get the CPU and memory information of the nodes actually. How exactly? Our aunt is collecting all the information about the nearby surrounding people. In the same way, metric server is going to collect all the information about the worker nodes. So is the concept of metric server clear for all of everybody? Yeah. So guys, you need to understand the concept in a better way. Okay. So it's not like that I'll tell metrics how to collect as metrics. If I tell like this now, it will be boring for you. That is the reason I'm using some Indian analogy here. Okay. Desi analogy, you can call it as. Yeah. So it will be very interactive for you. Acha, okay. Now metrics are also installed. Now the thing is, as I can show, first of all, we are having the Prometheus installation done and we are having the worker nodes. Now what I can do is, now sir, I want to install Prometheus Grafana. So generally, if it is normal server, we can install Prometheus Grafana directly. But the thing is here I'm using a Kubernetes. So in the Kubernetes, how can I install Prometheus Grafana means? So first of all, download the chart actually. As I can show you, already I'm having Helm. Okay, with the help of Helm, you can install any application. For example, go to artifacthub.io. So in this place, every application is already packed to the Helm chart. For example, I want to go and I want to install Grafana. So what I can do is type Grafana in the box here. Yeah. Okay. So if I go and type here Grafana now, click on this one. Okay. So what you can do, the first command, what exactly you are having, Helm repo add. So if you copy and paste the command, automatically Helm chart will download. And remember, these charts are already created by community people and we can use the charts completely for free of cost. We should not need to create them. We should not need to maintain them. Just we need to go and download them. Okay. Already the commands has been given to your notes here. This first command will download Prometheus chart. Okay. Copy this and paste it here. And second command is going to download a Helm chart of Grafana. Okay. So now I want to install two applications. So I'm downloading two charts. So in future, if I want to install Tomcat, download Tomcat chart. Okay. You can go here. Let's say I want to install Tomcat in future in my Kubernetes. Okay. So simply please go and type Tomcat. Automatically Tomcat chart will come. What you're going to do is give the command Helm install. Okay. So these commands you can give. I mean, there are some other versions as well. Take this one. So there are some different options here. You can go and you can download any chart based upon your requirement. No, sir, I want to install Jenkins on my Kubernetes cluster. Type Jenkins. Go here. Are you seeing Helm repo add here now? Same command. If you want to download any application, I mean, sorry, if you want to install any application in Kubernetes, first of all, download the chart. Okay. So I'm downloading two charts. If I give the command Helm repo list, automatically you can see two of these Helm repositories. Once if we download, I will recommend you to go and update them. So the command is Helm repo update. That's it, sir. Automatically Helm has been updated. So first of all, what I shown you how to download the chart. Next, I shown you how to update them. So it's downloading the chart and updating them from the documentation. Clear for all of you know? Everybody? Okay, great. So it's clear for all of you. That is really great to hear. Fine. So now to install Helm, I will create a separate namespace. To install Grafana, I need to create separate namespace. By default, if you don't know namespace, see, namespace is going to provide isolation. That means if I create one namespace, if I create any object in that namespace, second namespace cannot able to see. So in the real time, to install our applications, we need to create namespace for isolation. Go and give the command kubectl create namespace Prometheus. And if you don't want to type, you are already having the commands here, sir. Simply you can copy and paste the commands as well. I'm downloading two namespace. One is going to be Prometheus and the second one is going to be Grafana. So you can see kubectl create namespace, Prometheus, kubectl create namespace called Grafana. That's it. Now if I give the command kubectl get namespace, automatically you can see Grafana here and Prometheus. Now Grafana application I install on this namespace and Prometheus application I install on this namespace. So is it clear for all of you now till now? Guys, till this slide, clear for all of you now? Can you please confirm in chat box, everybody? Remember guys, I'm telling you, you need to have a bit Kubernetes knowledge here. Okay, if you can't able to understand any of the few concepts here, don't worry. I'm going to take a separate workshop for it. Okay. So clear. Fine. Now it is time to install the chat actually. Okay. So how can I get the chat? Means I've already shown for you. You need to go to artifacthub.io. Remember to get any chat, go to artifacthub.io. Type your chats here. If you type your chat here, automatically every chat will come. For example, in future, I want to install Docker through Helm chat. Type Docker here now. So automatically you can get the Helm repo add, Helm repo update, Helm repo install. That's it. So automatically comments will be here only. You should not need to go and search for comments anywhere. Acha, okay, sir. Now after downloading the chart, now if I want to install them, here I'm already having the comments. Don't do anything, guys. Simply go here and copy and paste the command. Helm install is a command that is going to install the chart here. Okay. See, I'll explain the command. From the Helm, install the Prometheus chart. Okay. From the namespace of Prometheus and set the value. -f set is to pass the values. For example, if you want to pass any value to the chart, pass set. Set alert manager persistent volume to GP2. Okay. And persistent volume storage class to GP2. That's it. So set I'm using to pass the data. So the moment if I run this command, automatically you can get all of the objects. And again, sir, do I need to by heart the command? Means no. If you type Prometheus or if you type Grafana, let's say here, whatever the command you are typing, are you seeing this one, a Helm install? Put your name, put your chart name and put the namespace and whatever the values you want to pass, you can pass through -f set actually. You can go here and you can get the values from here as well. Okay. Again, these values is not need to by heart or remember. Everything is available on internet. You can check everything what I'm using. I'm taking from official documentation only. Okay. Now I hope it is clear for you. Once you install Prometheus, now I'll install Grafana. From the Helm, I'm installing Grafana in the namespace of Grafana and I'm passing a value persistent volume storage class name GP2. And I'm giving the admin password as Raham DevOps. And I'm passing the service type as load balancer. Copy this command and paste it. Now automatically Helm is going to install Grafana on my Grafana namespace and I'm passing some values. Even though if you don't pass the values, that's completely fine. Whenever if you want customized values, then only you can go and pass them. Otherwise, it is not recommended to go and pass them. Now if I go and give Helm get all in the namespace of Grafana, I'm going to get the load balancer DNS. So you can see the load balancer DNS here now. What you are going to do is simply copy the load balancer DNS and paste this on browser. So now automatically load balancer will open. But before that, remember, you need to go and update the security group. As you can see in the notes here, once if I install node point, node allow all ports on security group. If not all port, you need to enable the exact port here. So I'll go here in the worker nodes, go to security. Remember, this will not have by default security groups. Sir. As you can see, my load balancer is running on which port number here? 3245. sorry, 3248. You can see it here. This port we need to enable, sir. If you don't enable the port number, automatically the things are not going to work for you. So I'll go to edit inbound rules. So I'll remove all the ports here. So for temporary purpose, I'm going to give all traffic. See, it's only for temporary purpose, guys. But in real time, please allow that only single port number. The moment if you do, now we need to check the load balancer status. Go to load balancer. Currently, the load balancer is in service. Are you seeing 2 by 2 are in service now? If I click on refresh now, automatically Grafana is going to open. So are you able to see my Grafana is open now? Guys, are you able to see my Grafana dashboard here now? Yeah, that's it. If you don't use Helm, it will take absolutely 30 minutes of time to install all of them. But by using Helm, we have downloaded everything very smoothly. And as you know, by default, username and password is going to be admin. Please type here now. Sorry, not admin. Password is going to be Raham DevOps. I have given the password called Raham DevOps. You can go and check here. If we go here, the password I have given for Grafana is Raham DevOps. Please go and take the Raham DevOps as password. Copy this and simply paste it here. Now you can see the dashboard. Now from here, what I'm going to do is I'll be going back here now and going to tell you how to work with the things. So see here now. So now once if you allow the port number, copy the external IP or load balancer DNS to the browser. Now you need to go to Grafana dashboard. In the Grafana dashboard, we need to click on add data source. So we need to select Prometheus. Go to dashboard, click on data source. Sir, what is my data source here for Prometheus? Yes, Prometheus. Click on this one. So next we need to type the connection URL. Remember, this is a by default URL. So click on simply save and test. The moment if you simply save and test, next what we are going to do is we are going to Grafana dashboard. Okay. We need to click on Grafana dashboard and click on new import. How? Go here. Either you can go to dashboard section. Okay. Or either you can click on here. Click on new. Click on import. There is a dashboard called 6417. So simply click on load and simply select your Prometheus and simply click on import. That's it, sir. Automatically your dashboard is ready. In your cluster, total how many number of worker nodes you are having? See here now, how many number of worker nodes you are having? 2 worker nodes and 1 master, totally 3. If I give the command, kubectl get node, you can get it here. Kubectl get node. Totally 3 nodes are there. 1 master and 2 worker nodes are there. And how many pods are there? Kubectl get PO -A for all in the all namespace. So totally if we go and see it, 29 pods will be there. Are you seeing 29 pods here now? But sir, how to get 29 pods? Do we need to count one by one? Means no. I'm going to tell one Linux command for you. Give wc-l. That is going to print the all the lines from starting to ending from here to here. So how many you got here value? 30. Why 30 means first one is not a pod here. You can see. First one is not a pod. It's a index value. So remove this line. That means 30 minus 1 is going to be 29. That's it. So you can give 29 pods will be there and number of containers running are 42. For example, if I create a new pod, will I get the pod? Means yes. Go and check kubectl. Run the pod call pod number 1. Put image nginx. So as you can see, kubectl get pod -o. Sorry, -a. wc-l. You can see how many number of lines are there? 31. So we need to put -1. Why? Because first one is index. So now automatically if I go and let me make auto refresh. If I make auto refresh for every 5 seconds, I should not need to go and refresh. So if you click on refresh 5 seconds, for every 5 seconds, automatically dashboard will refresh. So now this 29 is going to become 30 now. Go and have a look here now. How many pods are there still? 29. So wait for a few more seconds, we'll get 30. So guys, look at the dashboard. You'll get the value 30 here. Yeah, are you seeing the value 30 here now? And number of containers changed from 42 to 43. Sir, if I create one more pod, will I get a one more means? Yes, it is going to increase. So pod number 1 to let make it as pod number 2. So automatically the number of pods is going to take from 30 to 30. Okay. So wait for a few more seconds, guys. What do you mean by pod? Pod is nothing but it's a collection of containers. Okay. Inside the container, you have application. So in real time, whenever you're using application, Ramakrishna, the application is inside the pod only. Okay. How to increase the nodes that we are going to discuss in HPA and VP, like scaling mode. That is not the concept for now to discuss, Sai Kumar. Okay. So you can see this 30 will become to 31. Let's go and check it out now. Yeah. Are you seeing 31 pods here now? So this is the way how exactly the pods are going to increase. But sir, I don't like this dashboard. If I want to create one more dashboard means click on plus symbol. But before that, I'll repeat the process one more time. See, again, I'll tell you how to install the charts here. First of all, to install any application in Kubernetes, use Helm actually. So download the Helm and add the Helm chart. After you add the Helm chart, please update them and create a separate namespace. Once you create namespace, now there are two different commands to install the charts. And again, these commands will be getting by official documentation only. No need to by heart them, no need to remember them. So Helm install is the command to install the chart. So the moment once you install the chart, automatically the application will be installed. Not only for this one, for Tomcat, for Jenkins and any other tool. If you want to install, same process. Add the repository, add the repository, update the repository, install the repository, add, update, install, add, update, install. These 3 points. So it's the concept of, the process of installing Helm charts in Kubernetes cluster. Add, update, install. Clear for all of you now? Everybody, everyone guys. Okay, okay, fine. So now the thing is here, sir, if I want to check some other details, for example, I want to check pod, CPU, disk usage. There is one more dashboard called 315. Okay, so go here, click on the plus symbol, import the dashboard, go and give the value 315. The moment if I click on load, select your Prometheus. Now this is going to show the containers CPU utilization and so on. For example, you can see, I'll go here. Out of 15 GB in the cluster, 3 GB is already used. And out of 6 CPUs in the cluster, so CPUs are not yet used here. So if I go here, container CPU utilization, you can see which container is consuming more CPU. First container is consuming 0.00467 CPU. Second and third containers are not consuming anything. So you can see how much of CPUs and how much of RAM is consuming. But no, sir, I want to get one more dashboard. Like for example, let's say I want to get the pod metrics. So in that case, you can use 474. So go here. You can see network information as well. Okay. Click on plus symbol. Click on import dashboard. So go and give the value called 747. Click on load and select your Prometheus as data source. Click on import. Now automatically this dashboard is showing how much of CPU is consumed, how much of memory got consumed. Okay. You can check out everything, how much of process are running here. Okay. And what is the network information, process information, everything you are able to see. But not like this, sir. I want to see the end-to-end Kubernetes dashboard cluster. So what I can do, click on plus symbol, click on import dashboard. It is the ultimate Kubernetes dashboard, what I prefer majorly. The ID is 14623. Okay. Copy the ID here now. Click on load and wait, it should not use space actually. Click on load here now. Click on Prometheus and click on import. Now it is the ultimate end-to-end dashboard. You can see my control plane is up. I have totally 3 worker nodes. How much of CPU and memory got consumed, you can see. And it's the last 3 hours of data. But I don't want last 3 hours of data. I want last 5 minutes of data. You can check out here now. And refresh. Put auto here now for every 5 seconds. So pod usage, how much of total number of pods are running? You can see 31 pods are running. So total capacity of my cluster is 330. That means in this cluster, I can place 330 pods. Okay. How many pods are running? What is the total capacity? How much of pod CPU is consumed? How many requests are coming to the pod? You can see everything. And here you can see how many pods. See top 10 pods consuming Kubernetes CPU requests. So these are the top 10 pods which is consuming more CPUs from the Kubernetes cluster. And apart from that, if I go here, how much of pods are using more memory? For example, pod 1 and pod 2 is consuming almost all 3.17 MB on an average I'm talking about. Okay. If I go here, work queue, how many workloads are scheduling per each and every minute? You can get them. And you can see network information as well. And this is for all namespace. For example, if I want to check a data in only Grafana namespace, that means in Grafana, I want to check how many pods are running. Click on Grafana. Now you can check data about only Grafana. No, sir, I want to check only about Prometheus namespace. You can go and check only Prometheus namespace as well. Okay. Like this, we can monitor whatever you want. So is the concept of how to create monitoring dashboard for Kubernetes clear for all of you guys? Can you confirm in chat box, everybody? Everybody. I want response from all of you. Yeah. Now you might have a question. Sir, you are giving that numbers now. What are that number mean? That number is dashboard ID. So where you are going to get all of these dashboards means, see, I'm not creating the dashboards. If you go to Grafana Cloud, or click Grafana Dashboard, so go to the first Grafana Labs, it's a Grafana Cloud site actually. For example, if I want to monitor Kubernetes, type here Kubernetes. So these are the different dashboards. Imagine if you like this dashboard, if I like this dashboard, and if I want to use this dashboard, you can see the ID, right? So you can use the ID. So 15611. But if I want to use the ID, I need to have Prometheus. I have already the Prometheus. And I need to install some dependencies. See, some of the dependencies are not yet installed. If the dependencies are not installed, and if you try to create dashboard, see what is going to happen. Click on plus, import dashboard. I'll give the new ID. Click on load. Remember, data source Prometheus is there. You can see Prometheus is there, but dependencies are not there completely. So click on import. Are you seeing the dashboard here now? So in Kube system, how many pods are there? 10 pods. In Prometheus, 5 pods. In Grafana, 1 pod. In Kube public, Kube node is 0 pods. You can see the number of pods in each namespace here. Okay, it's a very good dashboard again. And you can see what is the network utilization and how many number of workloads, how many number of total pods, how many number of total nodes, how many number of normal nodes are having. Okay, and what is the memory consumption? You can see everything, right? And even you are getting the pod limit as well in the server number 1. How many pods are there? 9 pods. Okay. How many number of CPUs are there? 2 CPUs. How much of CPU consumed? Only 0.15% of CPU got consumed. How much of RAM total? 4 GB of RAM. And how much of RAM got consumed? Only 1.9. How much of disk space is there? 317 GB. How much of disk got consumed? Only 17.4%. Like that you can get. And you can get the volumes, PV and PVC. And even you can get the one by one individual pod usage here. And even you can get the content and memory usage, network usage, and even the pod or resource as well. So what not everything. And you can see some blocks are not having data. If you're not having data means there are some dependency missing. Basically, I don't have stat dependency. That is the reason that is showing the empty data. So this is one of the best dashboard for Kubernetes. I'm adding this dashboard as well for your nodes. And apart from that, give me a second. I'll add this here as well. Yeah. Apart from that, sir, if I like one more dashboard, go back here now. For example, I don't like that dashboard. I want to have some fancy dashboard. Let me go for beautiful dashboard here now. Where it is. Nginx ingress. So this is not going to work. Why? Because we need to have ingress here. So if I try to use it, is not going to work for me. Okay. Now I like this dashboard, guys. So copy this one. What is the ID here? 10,000. Simply copy the ID. Go here and click on plus symbol. Click on import dashboard. give the ID, click on load, and select your Prometheus as data source. But remember, dependency is important. Dependency is not there means we are not getting any data. Are you able to see this or not, sir? I mean, same thing we have seen previously as well. So this is the way how exactly we are going to use dashboards. But again, if you want to customize the dashboard as well, you can go and customize the dashboard. But I'm just showing you how to take the default dashboards from the Grafana labs here. So this is the high level overview about workshop. So again, I'll give an overview in the real time, whatever the server you want to monitor. Okay, the data will be going to time series database. Time series database will store data in time format, and same data will be given to Grafana. Now Grafana will create a dashboard and going to show to users. So this is the workshop, sir. So in this workshop, we have totally seen how to monitor the stuff and how to see the dashboards and how to create our own dashboards as per our requirement. So that's it for today. Now, before we go for doubts and queries, first of all, this workshop is new for all of you, right? My question number one for all of you is, how is the workshop for all of you guys? Can you please confirm in chat box? Everybody, all of you, everybody. I would like to get response from all of you. Okay, okay. It's really great to hear. Yeah. So even though it's completely new for you, so guys, don't worry. Like this is very very easy. And in upcoming days, we are going to conduct a few more workshops in Kubernetes as well. Okay. Yeah. So now, like some people are asking, sir, how to learn all of this stuff. So guys, it's very easy. Let me tell you. So basically, we are going to start a new batch actually. Let me give that intro for you. So the batch name is nothing but multi-cloud DevSecOps. I mean, some people are asking about sir, are you teaching the live classes? Yes, I'm going to tell you about that one only. So give me a small piece of time. So multi-cloud. Yep. So guys, we are going to start a batch. If you want to learn all of this stuff in regular, and if you want to learn DevOps, so I'll open this PPT for you. So this one is multi-cloud DevSecOps batch, guys. Let me give the intro for you. Yeah. One moment, please. Yeah. So guys, it is a course curriculum actually. So what are the course I'm going to teach is it's multi-cloud DevSecOps with A. That means like here you are going to learn multiple clouds, AWS, Azure, GCP, okay, DevOps, AI and security. So what are the list of tools you are learning? So I'm going to teach 25 DevOps tools for you, 25 AWS services, 25 GCP services, and 25 Azure services. And apart from that, so what are the tools I'm going to teach? Everything I have given the syllabus copy here. So this copy is going to given to you in the chat box. Okay. So admin, like I think Pradeep is admin for the batch. Give me a second. Admin, can you please ping the WhatsApp community link here? Give me a moment. Only just a moment. We are going to post the syllabus copied here. Give me one moment. So guys, I have given the PPT for you. So you can go and take this PPT. In this PPT, like you have seen, like what are the topics I'm going to teach you. Every topic module by module wise I have given. Coming to security. So I'm going to teach SonarQube, Privy, OWASP, TF-Lint, OpenSec, GitLab, as well as TerraScanner. So these are some of the security tools for our course actually. And apart from AWS, like IAM, WAF, CloudTrail, Cloud Config, KMS, everything. And coming to A tools, you are going to learn K-Test GPT. It's not Kubernetes so it's not ChatGPT, it's KTest GPT, separate tool, Terraformer, Cast AI, Copilot, Gemini, Amazon Q. So these are the things what exactly we are going to learn. Apart from that, we are going to learn generative AI as well. So all of these things we are going to teach in the regular batches. So my regular batch is going to start on Monday 9 a.m. Okay, if you are interested, you can join for demos for free of cost. Demos link is going to given to the official website. Let me go and give it here now. So if you go to Naresh IT, in this website, you can go and check out the batch information here. So type here now, DevOps with AWS. Yeah, this one. So this is the number. If you call to this number, so our admins are going to provide more information about this one. And anyways, like I'm gonna give the website link for in the chat box as well. Please copy this website link and get the more information here. Okay. Duration, course fees, like everything I'm gonna tell on demo, Harsha. Okay, don't worry about this one. Sir, coding knowledge is required means no. Basically, for this DevOps, coding knowledge is not required, sir. Without coding, also you can go and have a good knowledge. And remember, this course I'm gonna teach especially for the people who want to get very good package. From previous batches, some of my people got 16 LPA as experienced, and as a fresher, even some people got 10 LPA as well. So this is a complete high level orientation program. So where you are going to learn everything from scratch to advanced level. At the end of the course, with this help of the knowledge, you can easily go with 5 years of experience as well. That kind of knowledge we are going to provide here for you. Okay. Fine. Sir, I have done 2023, like I'm passed out BTech, 2 years of gap. I'm willing to enter into IT. I know DevOps is in demand, but as a fresher, I'm able to get the job in cloud and DevOps. So I'll tell you the answer here. See, you can see there are a lot of my people from other batches. Okay, freshers only I'm talking about. Okay, so you can go and check. These people are freshers only. Okay, they got 6 LPA, 5 LPA, and 5.5 LPA as a fresher only, right? And these are from non-IT, not from IT as well, non-IT only. So there are a lot of my freshers who got the opportunity in the companies. And we have one more person in the class actually. His name is Anirudh. Anirudh is in the class only. So Anirudh, like you have taken the course, right? Can you please share your experience to our students?
Yes, sir. I completed the DevOps, sir. I got 10 MPI package, sir. Now I'm working in a release well. Uh, the course is actually is nice, sir.
Okay. So guys, if you don't believe me, you are having one of my previous batch student here. So his name is Anirudh. Okay. After doing this course, he got absolutely 10 lakhs of package as a fresher only. Okay. If you want more information, you can ping to him. Anirudh, this is LinkedIn ID. You can go and type Anirudh Taluri. You can get his LinkedIn. Okay. Sir, is Python required? Not required. What is the code duration? 4.5 months, Priya. It's going to be 4.5 months. Okay. So today's class recording, you will be getting through the YouTube. If you go to YouTube, and if you type Naresh IT, you will get the workshop. But for notes, you need to ping the admin, okay? So we are going to give the admin number for you. Give me 1 second. Please ping to the admin in WhatsApp. Don't call him, okay? Please ping in WhatsApp. So he is going to send the notes for you, okay? And if you want more information about the course, like even you can go to my LinkedIn here. So it's my LinkedIn profile. There you can see how many people I have trained and how many of them got the jobs. Everything you can see it here, okay? And even I'm giving my LinkedIn ID. So from this ID also you can contact me over if you're having any queries about the course. So guys, I have given the LinkedIn ID. So please you can have that ID and you can send a connection request if you're having any information or any queries about the course, okay? Fine. Can we get placement support until we get the job? Yes, Naresh Shetty is going to take the responsibility of placements, okay? Placements are completely free for all of you guys. Bibishan, definitely. So with like you are already having some IT experience now. So it will be very easy for you to switch to DevOps. Why? Because you are already having some experience. And one more thing, if you want to speak with me, you can raise your hand, guys. I'll give unmute option for you. No need to use chat actually. Okay. And Sandilya, 1 year gap is like very quite common. No need to worry about that 1 year of gap. Okay. Definitely, Samit. Definitely. Even though like you are learning DevOps, Kubernetes is a very important part in DevOps, right? So it will be helpful for you. Okay, I'll give the unmute option for one by one for you right now. So guys, first of all, Vidit Gupta, you can speak now. So whoever want to speak with me, please raise your hand. I'll interact with all of you. Yeah, Vidit,
Sir,
please go ahead.
basically, can you send this GitHub link?
Sorry.
GitHub link where installation steps are there.
Yeah. So what you want? Installation?
Yeah. From the GitHub link, you have
Yes, this
installation
GitHub
steps are
link,
there.
the scripts, the notes, entire things are going to given by admin for you. So I have given the admin number for you. So please contact admin, okay, Pradeep. Or you can call to Naresh IT and ask about the Raham sir new batch. They are going to send one WhatsApp community link. In that community, you are going to add there, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
And sir, in this Kubernetes, you will cover EKS.
Yes, I'm going to cover EKS as well. Okay.
Okay.
Sai Kumar, you can speak now.
Yeah, hi. So I have 6 years of experience in middleware technologies. So
Okay.
I switched to AWS by because my current project was migrating to AWS. So we are all using Grafana dashboards, Instana dashboards. All we are using already.
Hmm.
So that's why
Okay.
to learn AWS.
Definitely. So here not only AWS Sai Kumar, I'll be teaching Azure and GCP as well. Apart from that, I'm going to teach AI and security. So that will be helpful for you a lot. Okay.
Yeah, but I have relevant experience, right? So how can we manage?
That I'm going to take care in resume building part. In the resume building part, I'm going to tell you how to put your normal experience and relevant experience and how to get a very good interview calls as well. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Next here. Sandilya, you can go ahead and speak.
Yeah, hi, Ramesh. It's very good session. Till now, I have worked as a backend like a Spring Boot and microservices only, but I hadn't got an opportunity to work in Kubernetes and Docker as well. But even though I know a few of the concepts
Hmm.
but I hadn't got an opportunity to the thing, and the gap also make me tension everything. So in this span of period, I just learned AWS, but still not getting calls. That's the reason. This really, I hope so. This really helps me going for the.
Definitely, Sandhya. See, to get the interview call, there is a trick actually. In the LinkedIn, there is a trick. So, for example, like what is going to happen now? What are the jobs you are applying? That jobs has been posted 2 to 3 days ago, right? So within that 2 to 3 days ago, a lot of people might apply. Within 1 year, HRs are getting hundreds of resumes actually. So if you want to send your resume very speedy to the HR, there is a trick in LinkedIn. I'll tell that trick, okay? In the resume building part.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And one more thing, like our course is not about only DevOps, guys. It's more than DevOps actually. So
Like multi-cloud.
you are going to learn not only DevOps. You will be learning multi-cloud DevSecOps. That means AWS, Azure, GCP. And apart from that, I'm going to teach AI as well, generative AI. So nowadays, you know the impact of AI, right? So in this course, I'm going to teach you how to work with AI too. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Fine. Next, Arun Kanti can speak. And one more thing, Monday is the new demo, guys. Monday morning 9 a.m. is the new demo. If you want more information, I have given the like number of admin in the chat box. Okay, I'll paste it one more time. You can have a look there. Okay.
Sure.
So Arun
Definitely.
Kanti can go and speak now.
Raham, I have a couple of questions.
Please go ahead.
So, I have a small doubt about the namespace. After
Hmm.
that, I will have a couple of questions. Can you please explain me about the namespace later? Like, I have a couple of questions.
Yeah. Give me a second, please. 1 second.
Yeah.
Guys, the workshop notes will be sent to you like after the workshop end. Currently, I'm in the workshop, in the middle of workshop. I'll send at the end of the workshop. Okay. So please have a patience for next 20 to 30 minutes. Okay. See, namespace is nothing but isolation. For example, let's say I'm going to explain in a very easy format. So listen, imagine your home actually. In your home, for example, you want to segregate a different place for your parents, your kids. What you are going to create? You are going to create rooms, right? For example, if you
Yes.
are on room number 1, imagine if you are room number 1, can you able to see what is happening in the room number 2?
No.
No. In the same way in Kubernetes, if I want to divide that cluster to multiple teams, I'll create namespace. For example, for developer separate namespace, for QA team separate namespace, for UAT and for prod. So if I want to deploy application on dev namespace, so I'll go and use this namespace. If I deploy any application on this namespace, other people cannot able to use it. That is a high level overview about namespace. Clear for you now?
Okay. Okay. For the security purpose.
Isolation, yeah.
Okay. So, and one more question, like whatever the concept you have told me today, like about the Kubernetes monitoring tools and all.
Yeah.
So, is that good enough to get a job in DevOps, or like
Not only
we
this
should?
one. See, you need to learn a lot of stuff. See, with the help of only Kubernetes, like you cannot get the job. You need to learn Terraform, you need to learn about Docker, you need to learn about GitLab. So these are the main tools actually. With the help of only one tool, you cannot survive in real time, Arun. Okay.
Oh, okay. And one more thing, like you just told me, like you don't need to had any kind of like
Comments.
what do you say
Comments.
about
Yeah.
comments and all, right? So
Hmm.
in the real time, because of some companies having security issues and all, they don't allow to use the Google and all.
Who said that
So
one?
is
No,
that
no, it's not like that. It's not like that. Even
okay?
though, okay, I got your question. Even though if you don't have access for Google, what you can do is in every company, they have official documentation. In the official documentation, already the commands are pre-written. Okay. So you can open the official documentation and you can get all the comments, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Raham.
Thank you. Sir, I have 2 years of gap. I may consider as fresher. See, if your gap is more than 3 years, then you will be having to get worried. But if your gap is 2 years, then that is completely fine for you. China. Okay. Sir, with the help of 3 years of gap, backend developer, can I change to DevOps? See, I'm telling you to go to DevOps. Your previous backend background doesn't matter actually. All you need to have is good skill. I'm telling you, there are some thousands of people in the market with DevOps profile, but there are less skilled engineer. Okay. If you learn the course, you don't become DevOps engineer. If you work in DevOps job, you won't become DevOps engineer. You need to implement something with your own hands on. Okay. I'm telling you, there are a lot of openings for DevOps, but lot of people are scrap actually. They don't know about the complete things about DevOps. Okay. If you're having very good knowledge, so then that is maximum. Okay. Yeah, correct. Sir, please tell me about projects you are going to cover. So I'm going to cover total 10 projects here. So out of 10, 3 are going to be monolithic, 3 are going to be microservice, 2 of them are security, and 2 of them are different clouds. Okay. Can you please repeat fee structure? See, fee structure I haven't discussed it till now. In the demo, I'm going to cover the fee structure, guys. Okay, don't worry. Duration of the course is 4.5 months. Fee structure, absolutely, I'll be covering in demo only. Okay, don't worry. Duration 4.5 months, like Harsha. It will be 4 months, but if it is extended, it will go for 4.5 months max. That's it. So next hands raised by Srikanth B. You can go ahead, please. Srikanth, you can talk.
Yes, yes. So I need depth knowledge, like not see. So if I am in, I need to know in and out of that. So I mean, not like today we discussed about Kubernetes high level, right? So not like so. So I need in and out. So
That's
will
what I'm telling Srikanth. So for that in and out, we are going to start the regular batch. So there I'm going to start from scratch to advanced level. So there you'll get the complete clarity of
join?
what is happening. Okay.
Yes, yes, to join before joining. I need to like confirm that, right? So yes.
Yeah, exactly. See, this workshop is for the people already having Kubernetes experience. Why? Because a lot of people are requesting to conduct the Kubernetes workshop for monitoring especially. So based upon the request, we are conducting this one. But there are some people who doesn't know about Kubernetes. For those people, we are going to start everything from absolute basics to advanced level in the regular batch. Okay.
So, I mean, like you like we will explore on the projects, right? We will deploy
Yes, these are
application.
the
We
industry
will
level
like
projects you are going to
yes, yes,
explore. Okay.
yeah. We will like monitor. We will do all those things, right?
Yes, end-to-end
Correct.
activities you're gonna perform from getting the code to deployment, documentation, and even monitoring too. Okay.
Yes, yes. Actually, I was working employee, but I faced a lot of issues while like I was a developer. So, but
Okay.
still I need to. I mean, I suffered a lot in like in the company to get these things. But I know the process, but what is happening, I don't know. But yes,
Okay.
yes,
Fine,
yes.
fine. It's okay. It's okay. Like, but here you are going to get the complete information. Okay. So already there are a lot of my existing students. You can go and check the reviews as well. So you'll get the clarity. Okay. And by the way, like demos are free, right? You can come to demos for free of cost. So after coming to demo, you can get the clarity, like how my way of explanation will be there and so on. Okay.
For sure. Yes, yes. I will join. Yeah. Thank you.
Fine. Okay. So next one, Lakshman Chaudhary, you can go ahead now. Lakshman, you can speak. And class timing will be morning 9 a.m., sir. Regular batch class timing will be morning 9 a.m., 9 to 10:30. It's a 1.5 hour session daily, okay?
Raham sir, am I coming through?
Yeah, Eva, please go ahead.
Earlier in PPT presentation, you mentioned about APM, Application Performance Monitoring. So
Mm.
comes under DevOps domain, right? So DevOps are responsible to monitor those things.
Exactly. But here terms and conditions apply, Lakshman. Some companies will have a separate team from monitoring, okay? But some companies, DevOps engineer will do them.
So there are like other tools like New Relic and Datadog, which
New
also
Relic, Datadog, yeah, Splunk, yeah, correct.
and they are like really costly actually. So let's say if a company wants to optimize the cost and wants to like go for the open source, Prometheus Grafana is like enough for like can we embed this APM to Prometheus and Grafana?
Sorry, sir, like repeat the question one more time.
So there are like tools like New Relic and Datadog
Yes,
in market,
correct. Yeah,
like paid
correct. Yeah.
actually. So
Yeah.
all of the company they cannot afford, like to go to the New
Yeah.
Relic and all. They're like
Enterprise is very, very expensive.
So Prometheus Grafana is enough. Like, can we embed this?
Maximum enough. You don't know actually 90% of companies will go for Prometheus Grafana only. So like for a basic understand, let's see, I'll go to Google and type any DevOps engineer jobs, okay? Or like how many or how much percentage of company, much percentage of companies
Mhm.
using Prometheus and Grafana in real time. Just have this question in Google and let's see the answer you'll be getting. Or let's go for ChatGPT better. Why? Because like ChatGPT will give the exact answer.
Exactly.
To go for ChatGPT, okay?
Yep.
You can see almost 67% of organizations are using what?
Prometheus Grafana.
That's it. Very simple, right?
Mhm.
And in some other surveys, 71%, right?
Right. Okay.
That's it. So the reason it is very high, so basically Prometheus Grafana is first of all free and open source, and that is built for only for Kubernetes ecosystem. Okay.
Right.
That is the main reason actually.
Sure.
Even
And
very big companies like Docker, okay,
yeah, Datadog.
like this Red Hat, right? Red Hat,
Right.
Google, everyone is using this Prometheus Grafana only.
Okay. Great. And one more thing, Ram sir. Actually, I'm a previous batch student of yours. I took
Okay.
DevOps from you,
Okay.
and well, I got like very wonderful jobs. So it's been like I 1 years. So I've been following you, and the reason I'm doing there are like a lot of sessions you organize. So I've been doing a lot of sessions because I actually want to polish the skill because there are like a lot of changes and all. So you said
Exactly. From 1 year to now, like it's been a lot of changes actually.
exactly. So that is the reason like I've been taking a lot of courses from you, and it's been like really helpful from your side. So thank you so much, Ram.
Great, Lakshman. So like
Sorry,
you already take the course and you already got the job, huh?
I did got this job, and I got like really good package, and I'm really happy for
Oh,
that.
that's wonderful. That's really great, Lakshman.
Yeah, I wanted to
How much of
communicate.
package you got?
It's like 30 LPA.
30 means like, oh, it's too much. Like really highly appreciated, Lakshman.
I
Very
wanted
great.
to connect to you in LinkedIn also. So sure, I'll do in coming days, sir. So
Sure,
definitely.
sure, definitely. Like ping me on LinkedIn. I'll speak with you separately. Okay.
Sure, sure, sir. Thank you so much, Ram, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. So guys, as you can see, like there is one more student in the class. One is fresher with 10 LPA and one is experienced with 30 LPA. So you can understand the level of knowledge you are going to get from these training sessions. Okay. That's what I said. It's not for beginner level. It's completely to advanced level. I mean, from scratch to advance. Okay. Thank you, Lakshmana. Thanks for sharing your insights. Okay. So next, who is in the queue? Lakshman, like, are you from India or Nepal, by the way?
I'm in Nepal.
Okay, okay, great, great. So we have one more student in the Nepal actually, like in the recent batch.
Okay, okay.
She's the one like who is feeling like I'm from Nepal. I'm the very first student. Okay, but finally, like she got a friend of you. Okay.
I know, sir. I know actually. She's from Terraform courses, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. How do you know?
I'm on that course. No, I don't know her actually. So see.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. Marina is her name, and she's in the class also right now.
yeah, I know that, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you, Lakshman.
Sure.
Fine. So next, Chinchami, you can go and speak. Chinachami.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, Chinchami.
Sir, as I already mentioned that I have a gap of 2 years.
Yeah.
Actually, I am from Pune. I'm visiting many institute, but some of my seniors suggest me to go for QA or support. From that, you can get a DevOps role easily. Directly, it is not difficult to get into enter DevOps.
No. It's not like that. Let me tell you. Say you don't have jobs in QA right now. Why? Because the QA market is completely vanished. Okay, due to AI only major part. So in DevOps, you can get job as a fresher. But the thing is, you need to have the skills. Like China, I'm telling you now, with the help of the proper skill, you can get job easily. See, you can see there are hundreds of my students who got the job as a fresher only. You can go and check on my LinkedIn as well. You'll get the clarity. Okay. So don't believe that one. It's a wrong one. I can say as a fresher, you can get the job. Okay.
But in interview, ask how we cover the 2 year gap. They ask what to do.
See, 2 years gap is not a big deal, man. I'm telling you, there are some of my students who got a job as a fresher with 4 years of gap as well. It all matters about your skill set only. Okay.
Okay. Because many
Yep.
institutes said you have to fill gap with experience, then you can get
No.
it.
That's what I'm telling. If it is more than 3 years, then need to work. As of now, it's 3 years only, na? So no need to worry. Okay.
Okay, sir. But sir, in just 4 5 months, there are a lot of tools it is able to grasp as a fresher because this looks for experience.
Yes. It is more than enough. I'm telling you, you should not need to wait for 4.5 months to complete the course. Within, like after I complete the first 2.5 months, you can start applying for jobs. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine.
Okay, sir.
In Ramakrishna, sorry, what's your question? Sir, I'm having 5 years of career gap with BTech and MTech now. Right now, I'm attending the AWS and DevOps class, but I'm not getting class. Can you help me with this? Like, which class you are not getting, Ramakrishna? Can you speak a little bit over about this one? Okay, calls you are not getting. A simple like if you want to get a calls, I'll take a career building session, like resume building section. Okay, so please attend to the class. You will be getting the idea of how to get the interview calls. Okay. Mostly that will happen in the next week, or like please ping me on the LinkedIn once. Okay, I'll tell you how to approach the calls from HRs. Okay, I think people are having my LinkedIn profile here. By chance, if you don't know, like if you don't have, let me ping it one more time. Give me a second, guys. Let me open my LinkedIn. Yep. So guys, you got my LinkedIn ID. So by chance, if you missed it in the first time, please go and have this LinkedIn ID. So connect me over there. And if you're having any questions or any queries, so I'll answer from there itself. Okay. And the last note is from Anirudh. Sorry, Anirudh, like you have been waiting since long time actually. Give me a second. So basically, for the scaling approach, we are having two type of approach. One is node scaling. Second one is workload scaling. Node scaling means you are going to scale the servers. Workload scaling means you'll be scaling pods, deployment, and so on. So these are the two scaling strategies we are having. Coming to debugging, there are a lot of options. So we can go for AI tools or we can go for generic. If you want to go for generic, you can go for kubectl get events. So events are going to helpful to understand what exactly happened inside your cluster. And if you're having latency, I will recommend you to implement the CDN, Content Delivery Network. So that is the answer for your question, Anirudh. Hope it is clear now. Can you confirm me once, Anirudh? And Ramikrishna, like, what's your password here, may you know? By chance? And one more thing, guys. All of these notes, recordings, and codes are gonna give it to admin. Please ping to admin Pradeep. He's gonna send you by end of today. Like mostly within 1 hour, he will send. Okay, I'm gonna send him right now. But might be if he is having some other work, you can expect this like within couple of hours. Okay. Yeah. Hope that's clear for all of you guys. So thank you for attending the demo and having your 2 hours of time investment here. I hope so the demo was very good for all of you. So let's connect on your upcoming session and upcoming demo with some new topic. Okay. So next week I'm gonna organize one more demo with the Kubernetes concept. So have a great day. Bye. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Thank you all in. Thank you offline. Thank you. Thank you.